Welcome to African Voices. I'm Samuel Memoh. On the program this week, like the meaning of his middle name, Anikulapo, the one who holds death in his pouch, Fela Kuti's musical and political vision lives beyond his time on earth. He is called the Bob Marley of Africa and the master of Juju music. We begin with the family tradition of music and social consciousness. From father to son, the legacy of Afro-Beat continues to inspire a new generation of Africans fighting for their rights. Femi Kuti has picked up the legacy of his father. Fela's band, The Positive Force, danced its way on stage at the Variety Playhouse here in Atlanta. I had the chance to sit down with the multi-talented Afro-Beat musician.
Afro-Beat is African music, African-orientated. It's a mixture of jazz, high life, African folk songs.
Femi's musical career started early, learning from his father along the way, but teaching himself for the most part.
Yes, my music comes from really my father. He went to school, he went to university, he knew how to read and write music. And as I got older, I could not understand why he was never at home to teach us his kids how to read and write music. Now I had to teach myself how to play all the instruments I play today.
As a teenager, Femi joined his father's band. His father wanted to make him club manager and heir apparent, but Femi refused, precipitating a 5-year period of silence between the two. But in the mid-90s, they buried the hatchet when father and son ran into each other at a nightclub in Lagos.
He was full of praises the first time. Then when I said to take solos in the band, one day he shouted at me and I got angry. He said, "Why do you play the same solo phrase every time?" And I just looked at him like, how dare you? I was angry. We didn't talk for about 2 weeks. That was one of our first fights. But then I thought about what he said years later and I said, wow, that's true. That's not just one door. So many routes one can take. You can rephrase that same line in many ways. You don't have to do the same thing all the time.
On a recent American tour in Atlanta, Femi's guitarists swayed in unison, horn players trotting, and female backup singers moved to Kuti's directions. Left, right, down to the ground. The women kept dancing, swiveling their hips, virtually non-stop to the beat, and sang choruses like "Stop AIDS, Fight AIDS," a song Femi composed when his father died of AIDS.
Stop AIDS, fight AIDS, stop AIDS.
It's always my second song in any concert I play. For that respect, it's very important for people to understand AIDS as it truly is, and not for the stigma.
Like his father, Femi stands against corrupt African politicians, has brought him directly into the line of fire.
You saw what my father went through. Then you find out, wow, you are in the same, probably even in a worse era. You have to fear. And you say, wow, what if I'm arrested or beaten or killed one day?
These days, Femi is preparing the next generation of Afrobeat musicians.
I tell my son, you need to practice. You're going to have to practice 6, 5, 12 hours every day. That's your life. If you want to go into this, like sports or any other profession.
Indeed, he is certainly a driving force. And there we must leave it. Be sure to tune in next time for a brand new show.